The crack outside of Gimli most of the season. It's continuously moving and breathing through the winter, and it can take as fast as it can give, creating danger for anyone who takes for granted that there's still flowing water below their feet.
When a large chunk of ice dislodged from the shore, stranding 2 men out fishing.
The crack split right on them, right through their tent. Trucks are always going down, so the lake is constantly moving.
2 Manitobans dead. It has fishermen warning of the dangers.
You try not to think about that on a daily basis, but there's any sort of number of things that can happen that you wouldn't expect.
It's dangerous. People die every year on Lake Winnipeg.
So we got a strap. We'll grab the other strap, Joe. And the caboose. And the caboose. Text Trevor from the lake. Sent the boys back to shore to get the trailer. Take the walkies.
Near Hecla, Chris Christensen and his nephew Joel Goodman are responding to an urgent call for help.
This could be a little different now. I've been texting with Trevor down the road, so we're going to start the day with a mini rescue mission.
Chris's son Trevor and his crewman Matt are stranded miles from shore. Their bombers suddenly won't start.
If I start to cry, will someone give me a hug? Please, common courtesy, if not a read.
Oh. It's okay, Uncle. We'll get your bombardier back.
I know they're not stuck. They got there on the bombardier. Whether they're having fuel issues or spark issues. If the bombardier's been moving, maybe we can get it going. If not, we'll just tow it in.
Today is bitterly cold, nearly minus 45 Celsius. Exposed skin can freeze in minutes, so anyone caught outside is in danger of frostbite or hypothermia. Trevor and Matt have been stranded now for nearly 3 hours.
It can't stay on the lake. It's going to be minus 30, minus 40 all week. We can't leave it out there.
The first priority is the safety of the fishermen, but it's also critical to get Chris's bomber off the ice to avoid any disruption to the season.
1 kilometer north. Okay.
You know where that is?
Pretty much.
Okay, so let's go find him. Okay, we got gas.
All of this, I guess I could just follow the tracks.
Trevor and Matt got an early start, so they've been on the ice for nearly 3 hours. It could take another hour to reach them.
That's pretty deep.
We're driving in heavy snow. They're down underneath the snow. I don't like the skis. The skis are wrong.
Too heavy.
I think so. Up against the shore there, it's hard to see. Because the bombardier kind of looks black, eh?
It looks like there's something right there, but...
Recent heavy snow makes for slow travel, costing Chris and Joel even more time. The clock is ticking on Trevor and Matt.
We'll just follow their trail, we'll find them.
He's not lost.
He's just cold.
He's cold, yeah.
We got no power.
85 kilometers south in Gimli Harbor.
It just shut off. She was running really good, then just shut right off.
Jean and Candace Pischke are having bomber trouble of their own.
I got lights, headlights. Something happened with the fog lights. Something killed everything. Today we got 8 nets. We got to get them. It's supposed to blow tomorrow. So we got to kind of get them today. Not a good start to the day. The bombardier all of a sudden just quit. This day is already. This day is done.
The Pischkes can't afford to lose a day. To make quota and save their year, they're working 7 days a week.
I don't know if we should go out there or not.
And just like that, the bomber is running again.
That's always a good feeling.
I don't know what. We were just, stopped and looked at things. So it's just quit. So it's the first time that's happened.
I'm just about stressed out. I need vacation, but it's way too early in the season to think about vacations or just time off. So, yeah, this stress is building.
With bad weather in the forecast, the Pischkes need to lift nets and get their catch home today.
So, we'll go. Kind of can't really afford not to go.
Good thing I waited a few minutes and start up again. But still, you know what? It's going to be a day where you're wondering, is it going to start?
2 months into the season, Gene and Candace were on pace for their quota until recently when the fishing began to slow.
We'll see what there is today. I'm hoping that we get a box per net would be nice, but I just don't think so. February's always that way, and just hoping if we can get 500 pounds today, I'd be happy with that.
It's dropping off now, but we expected that. I'm just really glad that we got what we got at the beginning.
What a day this is turning out to be. Nothing like a little bit of stress for a guy, eh?
With recent snowfall and the crack still actively moving, every crossing must be evaluated.
We're gonna go across that crack. Let's hope that it's sealed up.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, it looks like it's held together.
Let's get out there.
Alrighty, give her to go.
Candace crosses first on the snow machine. She'll determine if Gene is safe to cross with the much heavier bombardier.
Yeah!
Good!
That's the best crossing we've had in a couple days. In a couple more days, it's going to be all up from the cold weather. It's been a real nightmare, this crack this winter.
The plan is to start with the nets furthest away from shore, back in.
Nice, eh?
Their day starts with some promise.
Not bad for pickerel, though, eh? That's what I like to see.
Yeah.
Okay, today we're going to get 3 out here.
Outside of Gimli, on Moonlight Bay. Richard and Mike Bjarnason are also dealing with brutally cold conditions.
Oh, Jesus. I guess we're getting into an Arctic high. It's been like this for the past close to a week. Temperatures hovering around 51 with a wind chill.
Oh, it's just brutal. With that wind chill, it feels like about 45, and then when you're on the machines, it feels like you add another 10, 15 degrees.
There's a conspicuous absence today. Richard and Mike are once again a crew of just 2.
We weren't getting that much on shore, so we really don't need an extra guy.
Hired hand Sheldon Vermette is nowhere to be seen.
Dad says we don't really need the help anymore. Good buddies and like a brother, but stuff happens and Dad's ship and his quota we're doing, so.
We just figured we didn't need him anymore, like the 2 of us could handle it, and figure, you know, we'll just do it ourselves. And
if it was up to me, I probably would have kept him on, but
we'll see.
We'll be okay. We'll manage.
Short-handed or not, the challenge today is to lift 8 nets, including the 3 that caused big trouble for Richard the last time out.
We had missed them the other day. We missed the inside one. And then there's 2 more. We had cut the anchor line, and then we couldn't fish it up, so we had to leave it. But we'll try to pick her up today.
We'll take it net by net. The first 5 there, they're really nothing in them.
With the fish slowing down, the Bjarnasons can't afford to skip any nets. Today they must lift the 3 they missed last time out.
We're running dangerously low on bombardiers. This is where they've been lifting, looks like.
Back near Hecla, Chris and Joel continue their rescue mission. Trevor and Matt are stranded on the ice after their bomber died miles from base camp.
You can see something in the distance. Ay, 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 a slush bomb. That's water. And he just went over water.
In winter, Lake Winnipeg is a minefield. Despite weeks of cold weather, strong currents under the ice and an insulating layer of snow produce soft spots on the surface. These slush pockets can bog down a bomber or swallow it whole.
Oh, you see it? It's so hard to tell. Looks like there is something there.
The temperature is nearly minus 50 degrees Celsius with the wind chill. Trevor and Matt have been stranded for hours, putting them at risk for frostbite and hypothermia.
You! Why is it always you? It isn't the usual suspects.
We've just been waiting in the lifting caboose, which luckily started, and we've been able to kind of keep warm in there. Today was a pretty tough day.
Yeah.
These freaking idiot boxes. There's gas in there.
I'm sure I did flood it. I mean, I was pumping it.
Turn it over?
Yeah. Pumping, eh?
If Chris can restart the bomber, Matt and Trevor can limp back to shore with the heat on. If not, they'll need to be towed.
We got out here with the intention of heading up way north to our far north gang. And as soon as we pulled up the bomber here, it stalled out and we couldn't get it back started. We didn't bring the side-by-side or anything else out today, so we're kind of stuck.
Okay, it's in neutral, right?
Not right now.
It's pretty damn cold, so I'm glad my dad came to the rescue.
Breaker!
Turned it over the first time. It backfired once. We turned it over again. And I did a simultaneous backfire, went boom, and then it was like one side and then the other side backfired. It was weird.
Okay, this has got to go home. That doesn't sound too good to me.
Hopes for an on-ice resurrection have faded. The bomber must be towed back to shore, loaded onto a trailer and sent for repair. It's a blow to Trevor's schedule.
Days are right off. We're not going to be using the bomber. They got to use theirs to go lift their nets, so I've got to figure something out for tomorrow.
Losing Chris's bomber today is big trouble for Trevor. With his own bomber in for repair, he's scrambling for a solution.
Chris will try to give you a ride home. Here, I'm going to give you something.
Saw you got this. That's it for today. That's our day pretty much done. We started off early too. We made a point of starting off early, but which kind of backfired on us because we've been waiting out here for hours now. Oh well.
Trevor will steer the dead bomber, which allows Matt to ride with Chris and Joel.
Uh-oh, there he goes.
Now you know why you don't want to fish any further away from shore than possible.
Finally on their way home, a new problem has emerged. Matt's feet are now causing him excruciating pain. Frostbite is the biggest concern. Extreme damage in extremities like fingers and toes are most vulnerable.